So what am I doing out here in the wilderness somewhere near Chennai? Well, I'm here to drive the BMW 2 Series, the 218 Gran Coupe as they call it. This car, it has a 1.5 litre 3-cylinder petrol engine with twin turbo technology. So of course it puts out 156 bhp and 230 Newton meters of torque. This is that entry-level BMW for all of you who want that badge for that status symbol. Let me show you how it drives. So when you drive the 2 Series Gran Coupe, you understand what it is that people love about BMWs. These are driver's cars. Even though this is a baby BMW with a tiny engine, it still is fun to drive. The steering, sharp and responsive. Now that it has tubeless tires instead of run flats, it is far more comfortable as well. And BMW has also tweaked the suspension, so it's far more pliant now, not as stiff as other BMWs. Yet, it feels sporty enough. When you want that additional boost of power, it's got these paddle shifters. Of course, you can downshift using the paddle shift and accelerate. You want even more power, you pull the lever and hold it for 3 seconds and it says boost on it. And you get a burst of power, especially useful when you want to overtake someone on the highway. That said, it has adequate power. It has a top speed of 200 plus kilometers per hour, 230 kilometers per hour to be precise, which for a 1.5 litre 3-cylinder is pretty good. It's got all the bells and whistles that you want. It has this curved driver's display over here, 10.25 inch instrument display and 10.7 inch infotainment display. And it's all driver focused. You get these M stripes on the dashboard, and the seats also have a little additional bolstering over here to kind of hug you and feels pretty comfortable that way. Of course, keeping in mind what people want in India, you get this large panoramic sunroof over here with this shade that you can open up and let in a lot of light in this car. So even though the cabin is pretty small, it feels very airy. Now the question, who should buy the BMW 2 Gran Coupe? Prices haven't been announced as of now at the time of doing this little review, but I expect it to be around 50 lakhs or thereabouts. So this would be the ideal entry-level BMW if you want that badge. This is for someone, a young person who wants to show he or she has arrived in life. It's a car for those who want that feeling of power, both from the badge and from the way it drives. Yes, it's a driver's car. In terms of features, this car is pretty loaded. It gets adaptive cruise control, it gets speed limiter. It has different drive modes down here where you can set how you want the car to feel. You can play with the ambient lighting. It has a 12-speaker Harman Kardon infotainment system that sounds pretty good. So yes, pretty loaded on the features front. It gets level 2 ADAS, lane keep assist, automatic emergency braking, rear collision warning. Very useful feature is the reverse park assist, where it remembers about 50 meters of distance and can reverse your car out for you. So a quick word on the design of the 2 Series Gran Coupe. Now this has a facelift of the 2 Series that was launched in 2020. So it gets an all new bumper. It has this M badging over here because it's the M Sport kit. You have these vertical DRLs over here, and there's also double up as the indicators. It has ADAS, so you have the radar down here. It's got sensors here, camera up there. The entire body has been made a lot sharper right now, but yet it now gets larger wheels, so the ground clearance also has gone up by about 19 mm, so it's about somewhere in the mid 160 mm range, which is good enough for Indian roads. New alloy wheel design. Of course, it has this slanting coupe design, which is what this car is all about. So it's essentially for two people, because the rear, as you can notice, the door is pretty small and you really don't have much space in the rear as well. But what you do get are these frameless doors. Now this is a pretty unique design. You don't see these on, smaller cars usually. You get them on very high-end cars. This complete frameless door, that is one of the USPs of this car. At the back, again, tiny little boot, 430 odd liters, but enough for your weekend luggage. And new design element, these C-shaped tail lights here for the BMW 2 Series. Like I mentioned, the BMW 2 Series is essentially a driver's car, but if you have to sit behind, well, enough space for 4 people. 5 would be a squeeze because it's fairly narrow, and you still have this transmission tunnel up here. Even though this is a front wheel drive car, you still get the exhaust components going under that. Rear AC vents, 2 charging ports. Now, yes, under thigh support is lacking a bit because the floor is pretty high, but knee room of course is good for someone of my height. Yet if you have a taller person, I'm 5 foot 8 inches, I barely have any headroom here. Taller people would have some trouble back here in terms of headroom. Very tiny door opening as well. So the M2 also has the same chassis, and that gets bigger doors. So here, trying to make it a 4-door model, they've kind of shrunk the space a little bit. Yet 2670 mm of wheelbase kind of frees up enough legroom back here. Headroom, not so much. But yeah, at a pinch, you wouldn't mind being in the back as well. So that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the end of this quick little review of the 2 Series Gran Coupe. Who's it for? Well, it's for that person who loves to drive. He wants the good things in life. He wants that BMW badge. He loves status symbols. And this is the kind of car he can start off with when he wants to flaunt what he's got in life. For more such videos, keep watching Express Drives.